Hello everyone and welcome to day one of your 30-day New Year Better You Mat Pilates challenge. My name is Kaylin. I'm going to be your instructor for all of the workouts. We have so many killer workouts coming up. If you're finding us here on YouTube, we're only going to be posting day one of the challenge on here. The rest of the workouts will be posted on our website. So if you like this and want to keep moving with us, make sure you head over to our website so you can have exclusive access to all the rest of the day so you can turn your hobby into a habit. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna jump straight on in with a 40-minute full body workout today. We're not gonna be using any equipment because I wanted this first day to just be something that is super accessible to everyone, especially if you are moving with us on YouTube. If you're a part of our on-demand studio, there is a discount code for props, so that way you can get some other fun props. We will be using props later on in some of the other workouts that we do. However, they're not necessary. They're just a good way to turn things up and make things a little bit more fun. So with all that being said, we're actually gonna come up onto our feet. So let's come to the edge of our mat. Now I want you to start with taking some deep breaths. So inhale, reach your arms up high to the ceiling, and exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, bend those knees as you reach up super high to the ceiling, and exhale, bend forward. Taking a second here, just get really present with your body and also finding that intention of why you're here, why you chose to sign up for this challenge. Maybe you're deciding to finally really make a commitment to yourself this year to actually change your health and fitness. Maybe health and fitness has already been a really big part of your life and you just want to start adding even more. Whatever that is for you, find that now, so that when things get challenging throughout this workout or throughout any of the other days of this challenge, you can always come back to your why. It's really important that we have that. Good. Let's inhale, take one more big breath all the way up. Breathing everything in and exhale everything over. Good. Take a second to just hold right here, getting us nice and warmed up. You can cradle your head and just rock yourself back and forth a bit. Good. Rocking back and forth. Amazing. From here, let's place these hands down onto the mat. And you're just going to begin to heel toe your feet so they're directly underneath your shoulders. And then you're going to walk your hands out into a plank position. Good. Then walk your hands back up towards your feet. Amazing. Keep going right here. So just walking out to that plank position and walking back to that forward fold. Making sure you're getting a big deep stretch at the top and also hitting that full plank so you start to turn the entire body on. Good. On this next one, hold all the way out into that plank position. Just hold here for a second and then lift those hips up into a downward dog and then bring it back into that plank. Good. So just doing some plank to pikes right here. Noticing how this feels in your body. You're going to start to feel everything fire up pretty quickly right here. Great. Give me just 3. You're here for 2. And on this next one, I want you to hold forward in that plank and just hold here for a second. Find a moment of stillness to really find the engagement of that center. So pull the waist up, curl the tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, press out of those hands. We don't want these hips up high. We also don't want the back arching down low. So just hold super still right here. Breathe through it. Connecting with your breath is going to be what allows you to hold things longer. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep holding. You're going to slide your shoulders forward and then again slide your shoulders so they're stacked back underneath your wrist. Good. So you're just sawing yourself forward and backwards, keeping yourself super still the entire time. Good. Keep going. You're here for 4. Pull that waist up for 3, 2, and 1. Restack the shoulders. You're in that nice full plank. Now you're just tapping the right hand to tap the left shoulder, and then you're setting it down. So you're tapping the opposite shoulder, setting it down right here, holding in that plank the entire time. If you need to modify, those knees can come down, but try and push yourself. You got it. We're here for 4. Yes, you can. For 3. Move those hips as little as possible. I know it's hard. For 2. Finishing right here on your last 1. Good. Press those hips all the way back into a downward dog. for me. Amazing, come all the way forward, and now just walk your hands back up towards those feet. Amazing, hang out here for a second. I think I'm gonna have to take these socks off. They're already getting super slippery, so that might be you. If not, and you have your grip socks on, you can just hang in that forward fold. And now from here, you're gonna heel toe those feet out so that your toes are at a diagonal right here, facing out at the corners of the wall. From here, you're gonna lower those hips down, lift those hips back up. Good, so lowering and lifting, just like that. Starting to get a deeper stretch in the back of those legs and getting some movement into those hips. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1, you hold down at the bottom. Lift your chest up. Those hands come right by your chest, and you're just holding in this super deep sumo squat right here. Yes, you can, just holding. Keep the core engaged still. Don't let the stomach hang out, so still pull the waist in right here. We're here for 4, 3, yes you can, 2, and 1. Give me pulses up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up, and now go straight into full range of motion. So lower down, lifting up, getting our whole lower body turned on right here. Lower down, lift it up. Amazing, we're here for 6, for 5, you have 4, so strong already, for 3, 2, and on 1, we're holding at the bottom. Yes, you can. Hold right here. Can you sink those hips a little bit deeper? For 4, 3, I know, 2, and 1. Give me pulses right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, get down lower, don't stand up, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up, and give me that forward fold one more time. Heel toe those feet back in so they're right underneath those shoulders. Now from here, we're walking back out into this full plank. I know, you guys got it. Hold here. Lift this left leg up. So it's just at a hover. Those hips aren't lifting up, it's just that leg. You're pulling this knee into the chest, extending it back out. Pull it in, extend it out. You got it. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and on 1, that knee holds in. You're twisting the knee over to try and tap the right elbow. So the knee's into the chest. It's just twisting over to the other elbow and comes back underneath you. Don't drop down. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, you're just tapping the knee to the ground, lifting it up. Yes, you can. Tap and lift. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set that left leg in front of you to come into a deep runner's lunge position. Whew. That was a good little warm up right here. Keep those hips sinking down deep. You can bring your hands down onto the mat. You can also have your hands up on your thigh. Whatever you need to take, go ahead and take that right now. Good, now press yourself back so you straighten behind this left leg right there. Holding here for just a sec. Bringing some more length and stretch into this left leg. Now shift yourself forward and backwards right in between those two movements. Good, shifting forward and back for 4, for 3, for 2, and this is your last 1. Come forward, and of course we have to do that on the other side. So these hands are gonna plant down. This left leg is gonna meet back in that full plank. Hold here for a second, and now this right leg is gonna lift up. That knee is gonna pull into the chest. It's gonna extend back out. Good, pull it in, extend it out. You have 4. Yes, you can, for 3. Being super still right here for 2. And 1, pull that knee into the chest. You're twisting that right knee to try and touch the left elbow now. Pull it back underneath you. Good, so you're just twisting and pulling. Twisting, it stacks back under you. Yes, you can. You have just 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up close to the chest. Tap the knee down, lift it up. Don't set it down. We're just tapping for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, the right leg comes forward this time. We sink the hips all the way down. Amazing, all right, you killed that. My whole body is definitely turned on. I'm sure yours is too right here. Let's finish with this little stretch on this side, and we'll get into our first little lower body sequence. Press yourself back. So we're now getting a deep stretch in this right leg and behind that. Forward fold as deep as you can right here. And now you're just gonna shift yourself back and forth between those two movements. Taking a second to catch your breath. Yes, you can. For 3, for 2, and this is your last one. Amazing. Those hands come down, the foot comes back into a full plank, and I just want you to walk those hands back up to those toes. All right, let's stand it all the way up. We're gonna do a little standing lunge series here. So we're gonna start with our left leg. If you need to pause the video at any time to take a little break, you're welcome to do that, but we're just gonna keep on rolling through all of this. All right, so this right leg is back, this left leg is in front of you. From here, those hands can be by your chest. If you want a little more cardio throughout any of this, or you wanna raise the heart rate up, those hands can come above your head. So from here, we're just lowering down, lifting back up. Lower down, lifting up. So making sure we're really hitting a 90-degree angle in both of those legs and getting down as deep as you can. Good, so this is where the arms would go overhead as you lower down. They pull back to your shoulders as you stand up. Good, moving right here. Nice. You're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, you're holding down at the bottom. Hold, keep holding, yes you can, for 8, 7, 6. Making sure those shoulders are staying rolled down your back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me pulses right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Now from here, you're crossing the right leg so it comes behind you in a curtsy lunge. It crosses on that diagonal and we're back into full range of motion. Lower down, lift yourself back up. Good, lower and lift. Keep going right here. You're here for 8. Moving with control for 7. Can you sink a little bit deeper? On 6. You have 5. Looking so good for 4. 3, yes you can. Those arms can come overhead for 2. And on 1, you're holding down at the bottom again. Yes, you can hold. Can you get a little bit deeper? Holding right there. Breathing through this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me little pulses up and down for 8, 7, 6. Making sure the chest isn't falling forward. Keeping it upright. 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. This foot, this right leg is going straight back behind us how we started. We're lowering all the way down. You're gonna skate this right leg in. So it's just gonna come right by this left foot. This right heel stays lifted. You stay down as deep as you can. Skate it in, extend it back out. You guys got that. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and on 1, you hold down. Give me little pulses right here. Your goal is to shoot those hips back towards the wall behind you, pushing them back and back. Yes, you can. For 6, 5. This right heel is lifted. The left one's on the ground. 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Amazing. All right, let's quickly figure 4 this left leg. So go ahead and just cross the left over the right. And then again, you're gonna press those hips back behind you. Hold here. Take a second to roll out that left ankle. Amazing work. We're gonna do that on the other side. So let's go ahead and place that foot down. And now we're gonna have this right leg out in front of us. The left leg is gonna go behind us. So from here, when you're ready, we're gonna lower all the way down, lift all the way up. So same thing we just did, just on this other side. Good, you lower and lift. Those hands can start to shoot overhead. Just like that, lower and lift. Whew, yes you can. It's getting hot in here. We're in this together. Lower down, moving with control. This isn't about speed. You're here for 6, 5, These are big muscles. We got to do a lot to get them fatigued for 3, 2, and on 1, you're down and you're holding. Can you sink a little bit lower? Yes, you can. Right there. There you go. Making sure this knee is not coming over the toes. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me pulses for 8, 7. Maybe those hands are overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. We're moving to that curtsy lunge. So now this left leg comes to the diagonal. We're back to that full range of motion. Cross it behind you, lower down, lift it up. Good, lower and lift. Keep going right here. So strong. Lower down, lift it up. You're here for 6, 5. Pick something that challenges you for 4, 3. We're almost there for 2. And on 1, you're down. You're sinking lower. You're holding. You're keeping that core engaged. The shoulders are rolled down your back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me those pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. We're not done yet. This left leg is going behind us. From here, we're lowering down, holding at the bottom, skating this left leg in, extending it back out. Good. Pull it in, extend it out. Keeping yourself low. If you're moving from up here, you're going to lose the engagement. So stay down low. For 4, 3, 2, and on 1, that leg stays in. This left heel is lifted up. The right heel is down. You're pulsing. For 8, 7, 6. Shoot those hips back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. All right, let's figure 4 this right leg over the left this time. Again, those hips are pressing back. You'll feel lots of relief in that right glute right here. You can roll out that right ankle. We're almost done with our standing work, and then you get to take your sit bones down onto the mat, which will be nice. All right, take another 2 breaths right here. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. All right, stand it up. Let's go ahead and turn back over. We'll stay on this side actually. So from here, this right leg is down on the mat. This left leg is still behind you, but we're gonna get back into this left glute a little bit. You're gonna hinge forward. There's a slight bend in this right knee. Your toe is just tapping the mat. Your arms are long by your side. You're lifting the leg up. Those arms are also lifting up to start to bring activation and work into those arms as well. You lift it up, tap to lower down. Good, lift and lower. Right here. It doesn't take a lot of work for this because we've already done so much on these legs. Lifting and lower. Making sure we're not opening this hip up. Your hips are just staying nice and square and straight down onto the mat. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the leg, hold the arms up, bring tension into both. Now give me little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Let's just switch those legs immediately. So now the right is coming back behind us. There's a slight bend in this left stabilizing leg. You're hinging slightly forward. Those arms are close and tight by your side. You're lifting the right leg up, lowering down. The leg and arms reach up, they lower down. So strong. Lift and lower. Moving with control. You guys got this. You're almost done with all your standing work right here, so stay with me. That gaze can just be at the crease in that wall if you're in a room, or just slightly down onto the ground. You have 4, 3, 2, and on 1, you hold that up. Make sure those arms are still working. Give me little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that all the way down. Amazing. All right, as promised, let's bring it down onto the mat. You guys are off of your feet now and pretty much out of your glute work for the remaining of this workout. So from here, you're gonna have these feet planted onto the mat. We're gonna get into your core. These arms are gonna reach out long in front of you. From here, you're gonna begin to pull your waist in, curling this tailbone under to start to make a slight C curve with your spine. You're gonna lower yourself down towards the mat, not all the way, and lift yourself back up. Good, so you're using that center to lift you up. You're not using momentum. You really wanna think about using those core muscles to be the thing that lifts and lowers you. Amazing. Using your breath. Standing is always a little bit more heart rate, a little bit more overall body work. So we have to really think about bringing that breath back down, especially as we come to a seated position. Moving with control right here. You have just 4. Sink these feet down deep for 3, 2, and on 1, you're holding back. Find that point of tension. Roll these shoulders down. I don't want them creeping up towards your ears. You're holding here. Find that shape where your core has to really work. Now give me little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5. So strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're staying holding back. Where you feel that shake, you're gluing your hands together. Now you're gonna twist yourself over to the left, come back forward, twist yourself over to the right. So starting to turn those obliques on right here. Even though we're twisting, I need you to still think about pulling that waist in to really engage that center. Twisting and twisting. Moving with control right here. We're not trying to fly through this. Again, I'm going to keep reminding you those shoulders stay rolled down out of your ears. The crown of the head is long to the ceiling. You have 2 more on each side. This is your last one, finishing to the right. Hold back in that point of tension. Give me little pulses right here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you get a little bit lower for 4, 3. Using that core to lift and lower you, not your arms, for 2, and 1. Sit it all the way up. All right. From here, we're going to be coming down into our forearms, so we're still working that core. These legs are going to come into tabletop position, making sure you keep them at a 90-degree angle, because once you start to pull them back towards your chest, you're going to lose that engagement in your center, and of course, that's where we want the most work. So let's bring those legs up. From here, you're tapping the toes down, lifting them up. So just starting with a simple tap and lift. Good. Tap and lift. Super important here, just like I talked about, making sure you're not collapsing into the upper body. Keep going as I am explaining this, and that you're really pressing out. The shoulders are rolled down your back. Your posture is great here. All right, we have 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Now we're gonna just butterfly the knees open, so the toes are still together, the knees are just open. You're again tapping and lifting. Tap and lift. It's crazy how much your body weight really can be a killer workout. We don't even always need all those props. Does it make it more fun? Does it make it even more challenging? Yes, of course. But this is also great. All right. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift it up. Now you're going to close those knees back to the start position. Tap it down. Lift it up. Open the knees to that butterfly. Tap it down. Lift it up. So now you're just doing a little combo movement here. So combining those 2 exercises together. Again, moving with control right here. This doesn't need to happen quickly. The more control, the better. All right, keep going. Looking so good. You have just 2 more. Make this your best rep yet. Lift those legs up, close them together. Now from here, if you want to bring those feet down to the ground, you can kind of windshield wiper up those hips for a second. And then we're jumping straight back in. So bring those feet back into tabletop. Now from here, you're going to extend those legs out, bend them back. So don't bend them into the chest. I want you to keep those legs in 90, and it's almost like a little flip. So you're just simply extending behind the backs of those knees to extend those feet out. Yes, you can. I know. You're here for 4, 3, stay with me for 2, and on 1, those legs hold out. They're long, they're extended. Hold, hold, pull the waist in. Now give me little flutter kicks to finish for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower those legs all the way down. Amazing, let's press ourselves up. We're in a nice tall seated position. Reach those arms overhead and take a nice big forward fold here for a second. Amazing. From here, you're reaching those arms out long in front of you. Now, using that same motion that we used when we first started our core work, you're gonna pull the waist in, you're gonna curl your tailbone under, you're gonna start to round your spine into that C curve, except this time we're lowering all the way down onto the mat. So setting one vertebrae down at a time. Then we're gonna lift ourselves up, lifting one vertebrae at a time up, sit up nice and tall, and once again, rolling all the way back down. Good, so just moving through this with lots of control, using those core muscles to lift you up and down rather than momentum. If you need to, you can actually add ankle weights. You can put your feet underneath the couch to help keep these legs glued down onto the mat, so that way they're not lifting up off the mat and you can get more into that core. And as you get stronger, you won't need as much support. Moving with control right here. Give me just 2 more. Rolling all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Sit yourself all the way up, and then we're all gonna take an 8 count to come down. So don't beat me down there. We're moving slow for 8, 7, 6, really crunch in, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those arms reach overhead. Amazing. We're gonna get into another little core sequence here on the ground. So these knees are gonna come into the chest. The challenge here is to not lower your head and shoulders the entire time. So let's go ahead and lift those head and shoulders up off of the mat. Both of your hands are gonna come onto your right shin. The left leg is gonna extend out. From here, you're just gonna switch the arms and the legs. Good. So we're switching and switching. The head and shoulders are lifted up as high as you can get them right here. Breathing through this. You're here for 4. On each side, of course. 3. You have 2. And this is your last 1. Those knees come into the chest. The head and shoulders are staying lifted. Now your legs are going to extend out to 45 at the same time together as the arms reach overhead. So everything extends out. The arms sweep through to pull the knees back in. Good. You reach everything out long. The arms sweep around. The knees pull in. Good. If this is too much on your neck, you can also bring the hands behind the head, but try and work on the challenge of keeping those arms out. And think about lifting and using your core versus using that neck. We're here for just 3. Yes, you can. For 2. And 1. You pull the knees into the chest. Now the legs are going to extend up high to the ceiling. Your arms are going to reach up to grab up as high as you can on this leg. For some people, it's going to be your ankle. For some people, it's going to be behind your thigh or your calf. Take what you need. This left leg lowers to a hover. You pull in the top leg. You switch. Pull, switch. Pull, switch. Good. Moving right here. You're almost done with this series. Stay with me. You got it. Pull it in. Can you lift the chest up a little bit higher? Give me 2 more on each side. And this is your last 1. Those legs stay up. The hands can come behind the head. Now for everybody, those elbows are out wide to the walls beside you. Now you lower these legs down to a hover. You lift them up. Good. So you're just lowering the legs down, lifting them up. You want to modify this? Just don't lower the legs as much. The head can also come all the way down onto the mat and the arms can come long by your side. So pick something that challenges you here. You have just 4. You have 3. 2. And 1. Those legs lift up, the knees bend in, finishing right here. You're gonna twist your right elbow and try and tap your left knee as the right leg extends out long. You pull everything in, twisting to the other side. Pull it in, twist, and pull. Moving right here. We're isolating each leg versus switching them back and forth quickly like a bicycle. So really think about the lift and that crunch and that twist. so you can really get as much into that oblique as possible. Amazing. Give me just 2 more on each side. Finishing right here. The knees come in. You lower the head and chest all the way down. Amazing. All right, let's extend these legs out long. We're going to go back into those roll-ups. So those arms are going to reach overhead. You're going to flex the feet, and you're going to roll yourself up to a seated position. We're going to do just 5 of these. So notice how this feels different now that you've done even more work in that core. It's probably feeling a little fatigued or a lot. That's normal. Give me just 2 more. This is your last one, and I want you to just meet me at the top. Amazing. Let's take that forward fold, folding your body over those legs right there. Amazing. We're going to finish with just a little bit of upper body work, and then you guys are done and out of here. So I'm going to have you come, so you can come to the edge of your mat right here. Now you're going to sit yourself up. So you're going to bring your knees onto the mat. Your hips are lifted. From here, you're going to hinge yourself forward. Those arms are going to come by your side. You're going to just begin to extend from those elbows to straighten those arms back out behind you, bend them back in. So this isn't going to feel like anything crazy because we don't really have any, not much weight working against us. However, I want you to really think about squeezing your muscles as you extend out so that way you get the most work into this. We're just kind of getting them nice and warmed up right here. You're here for 3, 2, and on 1, you hold back. You flip those palms over so they're facing the ceiling. Give me little pulses up to the ceiling. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those arms lower down. Now I want you to put your hands into a prayer position. Now, when you're just sitting like this, you're not going to feel much. However, I want you to squeeze your hands as hard as you can into one another. Notice how much that turns on your upper body and how much more work that is. I need you to think about keeping that press into your hands throughout this entire movement. So from here, you're going to come up onto those knees. These hands are going to come overhead. You're keeping that press. You're going to hinge yourself forward, and you're moving into a little tricep extension right here with that press into those hands. If you're pressing super hard with these hands, you should feel those arms shaking like you can barely lift them up and down. If you don't feel that way, press them even harder. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower them all the way down. Now from here, you're going to come onto your hands and knees. And this one takes very good form, I guess, in order to feel it really well. So let's start with the left hand down on the mat. We're going to do a little single arm modified push-up. The right hand's going to come behind your back. From here, you're going to begin to lower this elbow down towards the mat at a hover, and then you're going to lift yourself back up. So if you do this right, you'll feel that tricep on fire. But what happens is a lot of people, as they lower this elbow down, they tend to want to shift their weight backwards. You won't feel it at all in that arm. The trick here is to keep your body in this exact same position, super still. You're just lowering and lifting. So all of that weight is going into this left arm. That is shaky. All right, we're here for 4. We're here for 3. Whew. For 2. And 1. Press yourself all the way up. Amazing. Of course, you have to do that on the other side. So now the right hand comes down. The left hand comes behind our back. Same thing applies here. You want to keep that body weight forward. You're just lowering to tap the right elbow down. Lift it all the way back up. Good. Lower and lift. So strong right here. You guys are so close to the finish line. Stay with me. You're here for 4. We're just tapping that elbow for 3. Even if you can't get down that far, that's okay. You keep that better form for 2. And this is your last one. Press it all the way up. Amazing. Take a second to sit your hips down on your heels. And now I think it is so important that every woman is able to do push-ups. Maybe you're a man doing this too, you as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a round of push-ups. Give me your best ones that you can. Try full ones. And then if it's too much, you'll just come down onto your knees. That's totally fine. But we're going to do 10. We're going to take a child's pose, and we're going to do another set of 10. So You got this. Let's go ahead and get straight on into it. You're pressing those hands down. You're coming out into a full plank. Let's start on those toes. From here, you're lowering down, you're lifting up. Good, you're lowering and lifting. That's already 2. You have 3, keep going. Those knees can come down. You can do 4. I wanna see better form. For 5, 6, 7. Keeping those elbows down by your side versus flaring out to the sides, or flaring out to the sides like this. Keep your elbows by your side. All right, just 9 and 10, good. Press yourself all the way back into that child's pose position. Breathing here for a second, and we're gonna do one more set of 10, and then you guys are done and we'll cool down. All right, finishing super strong. So choose something that challenges you right here. Let's set it up. You're coming onto those toes to begin. Now ready? We're here for 10, 9, 8. Keep going for 7. You got it for 6, 5. You have 4, 3. Yes, you can for 2 and 1. Good. Press yourself back into that child's pose position. Whew, amazing. You guys killed that workout. All right, let's walk our hands over to the right side. You'll feel a nice big stretch in the left side of your upper body especially. Thanking your body for all the work that it just did. And know that this is just day 1, which means that might seem daunting and that might seem scary, but know that this is the hardest part, especially just this first week. The hardest part is just showing up and knowing like every day you're not gonna feel the exact same. It's that you just give your best and give your 100% at what it is that day. So your 100% looks different every single day, and that's perfectly fine. You just have to trust the process and be consistent and keep showing up. So if you're ready to commit to yourself and see real change, keep moving with us through the rest of this challenge. Making sure you're, I don't know if I said this, but walking over to the left side if you haven't already, so we can get a stretch in that right side of the body. Holding there for a second longer. Good, we'll bring it all the way back center. Amazing. Let's finish the same way that we started. So let's bring this left leg forward. And just notice maybe how your body feels a little bit looser now. Sinking those hips down deep right here. We'll hold here. Bring your chest down. And then again, extending behind the back of this left leg, flexing this left foot. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring yourself forward, and let's just go ahead and switch those legs. So the right leg comes forward this time, sinking those hips down super deep right here. And then let's press that leg back. So now we just have a big extension in that right leg. Amazing. Holding here just for a little bit longer. You get that head down closer to the chest and press yourself back. All right, let's just come on to our hips and heels. So set your hips down onto your heels right here. Go ahead and shake your head out. Yes, shake your head out. No, whichever direction you need to take just to get that some movement into the head. Let's take some arm circles back for 3, for 2, and 1, and circle them forward for 3, 2, and 1. Those arms come by your side. Now give me 3 big head circles to the right for 3, 2, and 1. And now head circles to the left for 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Come center. We're going to take 2 big group breaths. So go ahead and inhale. Your arms come up high to the ceiling, and exhale everything out. 1 more. Make this your biggest inhale and biggest exhale yet. Ready? Inhale. Inhale all of the abundance, all of the love, all of the magic, all of the gratitude. And exhale all of the doubt, all of the worry, all of the stress. Amazing. Thank you guys so much for moving with me. That completes day 1 of this challenge. You should be so proud of yourself. Like I said earlier, The hardest part is just starting to show up. So I hope you will be joining us for the rest of the workouts. Also, those that complete the challenge, we're gonna be choosing 2 people to get a free workout set. So if you wanna be entered into that, make sure you also join our Mat Chat community group. It's just a fun chat for a bunch of people that wanna meet like-minded individuals, share recipes, ask questions, whether that's about form, whether that's just about life in general. It's just a bunch of people in there to support one another. If you go to the challenge section every single day after you finish the workout, you just send a photo of you having done the workout saying you completed it, and we'll jot you down to be entered to win that workout set. So once again, thank you so much for moving with me, and I hope to see you in the next one.